Okay, this first video that you're going to watch today is about slope. So I think you've probably learned a little bit about it last year, but here's a good reminder. Slope is defined as being the rise over the run. This rise controls how much we go up and down, and the run controls how much we go left and right. I can't give you a good reason why, but slope is also, we use the letter M for slope. But our actual formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, looking at a graph, we can tell what kind of slope it has just by looking at it. So there's four different types. The first one is a positive slope. And from left to right, a positive slope is going to be going up, or the line is going up. A negative slope is going down from left to right. A slope of 0 is a flat line going left to right, and an undefined line is a vertical line that's going straight up and down. Okay, so if we try and use our slope formula, we can find the slope of these 2 points. So in our points, remember it's x and y. So this is going to be x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So when I plug it in, y2 minus y1 would be -9 minus 7 over 6 minus 5. And -9 minus 7 would be -16. 6 minus 5 is 1. Whenever you get the chance, you want to reduce. Technically, that doesn't really reduce, but if you want to write it as -16, that would work as well. All right, let's try the next one. Number 2, what? Remember, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So when I plug it in, I have -2n minus 2 over 8 minus -4. So on the top, -10 minus 2 is -12. On the bottom, minus a negative is plus a positive, and 8 plus 4 is 12. -12 over 12 reduces to -1. We're always going to reduce our slopes. Okay, next one. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. You don't always have to write it. I'm just doing the first few to make sure we're putting the numbers in the right spot. Y2 minus y1 would be -12 minus -15. And on the bottom, we'd have -18 minus 25. So on the top, we've got plus a positive. -12 plus 15 would be 3. And then on the bottom, we have to do -18 minus 25. Well, they're the same sign, so we're basically just adding them. So 18 plus 25 gives us -43. But that is not going to reduce, even though it looks like it kind of could, but it doesn't. Okay, let's try the next one. x2 minus x1. Y2 minus y1. So that'd be -11 minus 19 over -5 minus 17. On the top, that gives me -30. On the bottom, I get -22, and that definitely reduces. A negative divided by a negative is a positive, and then I can divide both these by 2, so I get 15 over 11 as my slope. Okay, there's some special circumstances with slope, though. Let's take a look at this one. That is not what I meant to do. Let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to have 24 minus 8 over -3 minus -3. Okay, well, 24 minus 8 would be 16. Down here, I have minus a negative, plus a positive. So -3 plus +3 is 0. And when 0 is on the bottom, our slope is undefined because we cannot divide by a 0. But let's see what happens on number 6. On number 6, when I do my slope, I have -14 minus -14. And then on the bottom, I've got 9 minus 7. So minus a negative is plus a positive, so I get 0 over 2. This time, 0 is in the numerator, so that is going to simplify to just 0. All right, so we can find we can find slope given two ordered pairs, or we can simply just count it off the graph. Now remember that it's rise over run. So the rise is the up and down, and the run is the left and right. And when you're doing these, I suggest you always start at the point on the left. So from the point on the left I have to decide, do I have to go up or down? Well, to get to the right one, I have to go down. So I'm going to go down one. Well, just kidding. My OneNote doesn't want to cooperate. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going down 9, and going down is negative. And I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3. So I have negative 9 over 3, which reduces to negative 3. And that's my slope. Okay, let's try it again on number 2. From going from left to right, I have to go up because we do the up and down first. So I'm going to go up 1, 2. I'm counting the boxes. I don't know where I just went. 2, 3. So since I went up, it's positive. The numerator, because we're always counting to the right, is always going to be positive. So I go 1, 2, 3. I meant to say denominator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 3 over 6, which is 1/2. Okay. What about this one? Well, technically, you could remember if it was vertical, then it's undefined. But if we counted it, go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it'd be negative 8 over 0 because we're not going left or right any, which is undefined. But you don't necessarily need to count that. If it's a vertical line, we should just know that it's undefined. Okay. Number 4, if I go left to right, I have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And I have to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my slope is 2/3. Okay, pause the video for just a second. I want you to count the slope for 5 and 6. Practice doing that. Okay, on number 5, this got totally shifted and looks wonky. Okay, my graphs are all messed up. I don't know what happened, but my equation is correct. To go from this one to this one, I have to go down 2 and right 8. So negative 2 over 8 is negative 4, or is negative 1/4. Okay, sorry about that. And this one, we're going left to right. We've got a horizontal line. And when it's a horizontal line, our slope is 0. Okay, you do have a second video to watch, but before you watch it, I want you to stop watching the videos, go to deltamath.com, log in using Google, and do the slope problems on there. Once you finish the slope problems, you can go back and watch the second video on graphing and slope intercept form. You can do your scratch work on a piece of paper, or if it would be easier, you're welcome to get a whiteboard to do your scratch work for the slope on the Delta Math.